Hey guys, this is going to be a very different video that I have not done ever, and it needs to be done because I currently live in Texas, and this is a very hot topic. Our senator will not put us on a quarantine, and it is highly dangerous. I'm going to discuss some very hot topics and walk y'all through some things. One, I'm going to give y'all our numbers being at COVID, Corona. All right, I'm typing it in. Number of COVID cases in Texas. The statistics. Are confirmed is, I do believe, we have over 21,000 deaths. We've had over 1 million confirmed. Roman, quit. I mean, if you look on the map and see our color of where we were, like how bad Texas is, especially where we live in Central Texas, we are extremely bad. We've had over 8,554 new cases of COVID-19. We've had 89 reported new deaths. We are having Ted Cruz. He receives backlash reporting Thanksgiving. And I mean, we're having so much different things popping up in Texas. That's ridiculous. I mean, just like in Harris County, we've had over 1,702 deaths. In Dallas, we've had over 1,006 deaths. Well, cases. In El Paso, we've had 72,000. But if you've heard what they're doing in El Paso, let me read to y'all guys what's going on in El Paso, Texas. This is the part that is scary, okay? I have family out in El Paso. I have baby cousins out there. They're not really babies, but I consider them my baby. I have twin cousins out there that are very near and dear to my heart that I kind of look after, in a sense that I kind of take charge over, because my grandpa didn't really get to know them, and he asked me kind of to take them under my wings, because my grandpa didn't get to know a lot of my family, but he really wanted me to be close to them, and I've already been close to them anyway. But let me tell you what's going on just in El Paso, because a lot of people don't pay attention to this stuff. And being that I am in Texas, this is a scary stuff that's going on. Roman, quit messing with Ader and stuff. My son made a new thing and the cat is messing with it. They have breaking news at the hospital with the coronas on the rise, but they are taking death trucks out there. They have sent over the Army sent over 19 death trucks alone out there. If I can get the cat off this, I can find it. Here, let me put this over here to get him. There, sit right there with your sister. Yes, I call the cat my brother. Here, I think this is where it is. Deadly truth. Here's why the El Paso Times published this image. COVID. Hang on a minute. Go ad free. Because I'm trying to tell y'all some of these things to make this, avid, to where y'all understand. One, why I'm calling Senator Abbott. Another reason why I'm going to, explain stuff to people about Texas, because one, they're not understanding what a lockdown in Texas means. And a lot of people are being really stupid. And what I'm trying to explain to them, we can have people come in and deliver stuff to us. It's just, if you're traveling outside of Texas or trying to come into Texas, they will not allow it. But if you're a shipper or a docker, they will allow you to come in. Like if you're delivering stuff, like toilet paper, diaper wipes, baby food, grocery food stuff, they will allow you to come into Texas to bring goods to us. So you guys do not have to go hoard the toilet paper. You do not have to hoard anything. stuff will come into Texas. We will not run out. So you guys do not have to act like a bunch of dumbasses. And I know that this is not gonna, be appropriate, but I'm getting to the point of I'm getting sick and tired of trying to go to the grocery store and buy stuff. And it's like, seriously, my husband's a truck driver and he drives for one of the main companies. And I know for a fact that they're going to allow. Okay, I'm not going to be able to read this article. So we'll go to another one. Battling frustration and fatigue at ground zero. Okay, we'll go to this one. This is NBC, so maybe it'll work. Yeah, this is one of them. Okay. Battling frustration and fatigue at ground zero of the COVID-19 crisis in El Paso, Texas. The National Guard has been mobilized to El Paso, Texas to help work in the overflowing morgues at the state battles a surge in coronavirus cases and deaths. Chris Babcock, the editor-in-chief of El Paso Herald-Post, joined LX News to repost from what is being called ground zero in the battlefield against COVID-19 at the Texas-Mexico border. And they have like all these trucks that they are bringing in. And it's like 19 trucks that are overflowing with bodies in El Paso, Texas that have died from COVID. And, our senator, our biggest Governor Abbott, I should say, the one that does everything over Texas, is like not really giving a flying crap about this. He could put all of us back on quarantine, which we need to be, because it's like, you for one look over Texas, you see what's happening in Texas. This is not going anywhere. We need to be on a quarantine until this crap dies out, because everywhere else that went on a strict quarantine, stayed on quarantine, only had the people out that needed to mobilize to get the stuff in the stores that needed to be, like, only the people that were important that needed to be out. All the other states kind of like stabilized. This crap is not going to go nowhere until we have a strict quarantine. Money is not that important. Money is always going to be there. There's tons of money. They've already said that during this COVID and coronavirus and all this other stuff, they have made more money during this pandemic outbreak and all this other stuff. They've made more money. So there's really no hardship here. They can send money out to all the people that are not working. They can actually have the check sent out to the people that have to, not to be able to work. There's people that can work at home, that there's no excuses. We need to be on a strict quarantine base, because honestly, there's people out there that, are severely sick. Like, the people that are in the nursing homes, they need to actually make them only one room per room so they don't get sick. And just the same thing in the hospitals, limit it to one room per patient and kind of like stretch it out as much as you can. Don't have them like, 2 people per room and then have it room. Try to like space it out where there's one patient, empty room, one patient, empty room. Try to space it out as much as you can, because you need to have it to where there's spaces in between so the virus doesn't, breathe. And a lot of people don't think about this crap. And on top of it, they said that it grows on glass. It sticks on glass. So we need more plastic than glass right now. We need something that is more surrounded in glass. And, people ain't thinking about reading the articles based on this stuff, because it even says, let me find the article on that where it says it sticks to glass, because I read it. COVID sticks to glass. Okay. Let me see if this is the right article. Coronavirus can stick to your glass. Coronavirus can stick to your glasses, experts say. Here are tips to stay safe. And this is people that can wear glasses too. So that's another thing too. So, damn it. These people also need to take these stupid web blockers off so people can actually read this crap. Because this stuff is actually not read the crap, but read the important information. So because I'm not going to sit here and subscribe to your stuff to read it. It's not fair. Okay. Here's how long the coronavirus actually sticks to surfaces. Okay. Experts are trying to figure out how long novel coronavirus COVID-19 lives on surfaces. Scientists eliminate between a few hours and several days. The type of surface, as well as the temperature, makes a difference in lasting power, studies suggest. Doctors stress that washing your hands well and often is the best thing you can do to protect yourself from illnesses. So, like I said, wash your hands, people. The now familiar advice to refrain from touching your face, wash your hands frequently, has one lofty goal: break the mode of transmission in the midst of a novel coronavirus pandemic, of course. Similar to flu virus, this newly discovered coronavirus, known as COVID-19, is thought to spread via airborne respiratory droplets when an infected person coughs or sneezes, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC. If you are within about 6 feet, that's close enough to get those droplets on your face, where it can easily enter your system. That's one of the reasons that social distancing is now a thing. Within 6 feet, given as optimal minimal parameter between you and someone else. But those infected droplets can also land on surfaces where you might pick them up in other ways. For example, by setting your cell phone down on a germ-laden bathroom counter, or putting your hands on a contaminated table, or subsequently touching your eyes, nose, and or mouth. Touching contaminated surfaces or objects is not thought to be the main way COVID-19 spreads, the CDC notes, but experts say it is still important to be vigilant as it may possibly lead to infection. Here's what we know so far about how long COVID-19 can survive on various surfaces and what to do to stay safe. How long does novel coronavirus COVID-19 survive on surfaces? Okay, let's move on because this should have the glasses and so on. Okay. At this point, we don't know exact length of time COVID-19 droplets stay viable, according to Deborah Goff, PharmD, founding member of the microbial that's a mouthful. Hang on. Antimicrobial? Biable? Blah, blah, blah. Stewardship program at the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center. Whew! Try saying that 10 times fast, y'all, and take a shot for it. And center appointee to the World Health Organization antimicrobial stewardship program in low and middle income countries. Okay. Trying to say po folk did this, huh? However, she adds, we have some really good clues based on 2 other widespread coronavirus strains: secure acute respiratory syndrome, SARS, and Middle East respiratory syndrome, MERS. Obviously, each strain is unique, but previously outbreaks give us a pretty decent idea of how long they stay on surfaces because these coronaviruses are genetically related, she says. In fact, the study just published in the Journal of Hospital Infection looked at all the available data on SARS and MERS, and they say staying power on different types of surfaces. Researchers found that those coronaviruses could remain infectious between 2 hours and 9 days, which is in line with what the World Health Organization and CDC estimate for COVID-19. So this is why I say being on quarantine is a good idea, because people don't understand. Like they said, if one person coughs or sneezes, it's like spreading glitter out all over the table. Everybody's going to catch it, but you're not thinking about it. If they're going around coughing and spreading it, that right there is pumping up the lasting power of it. They're spreading it even longer, and then they're going somewhere else and spreading it even longer. So you're not thinking about the staying power of it because it's putting it in other places, other businesses, and other people. So it's prolonging it wherever they're going. And people are not stopping and realizing this or thinking about this because it's not only going to adults, it's going to the most important people. Elderly people have already gotten shortened lives. They're already on a short lifespan and they only got so much time left with their family. People might think elderly people are, oh, they've lived their life. Who cares if they die? You know what? I care. Okay, because screw the pandemic. If I can bring my grandfather back just to have a few months back with him and let him die peacefully in his sleep, where he wasn't in pain, I would have loved that, or a year or something and let him die peacefully. I would have loved that just to see my grandfather and have some more memories with him and, got some recipes from him or just to hear his voice. I would have given anything for that. A lot of people take for granted a lot of things and they don't appreciate what they have. And this pandemic should make a lot of people appreciate birthdays, celebrations, people's voices, people's faces, their laughter, their smiles. A lot of people during this time take a lot of things for granted and it upsets me. And I hear things about children dying. Our future is dying and people are sitting here taking this thing so lightly. Our governor is taking this crap so lightly. We need a new governor because he does not care. He doesn't care that our children in Texas are dying. He doesn't care that our future is going away. He only cares about money stability. I do not, if all our future's dying, who's going to be here to help bring up our stability anyway? Nobody. We're not going to have a single person here to help build up anything. It's going to be gone. We have kids going into school right now that are dying because of COVID and coronavirus. What the living heck? All he cares about is what's going in his pocket because he's friends with Trump. I do not, and this is why I hate politics. Politicians, this is why I struggle with a lot of things with dealing with money. And I get very, very upset. I get very emotional. I get very passionate. And this is why I told people, you don't want me getting involved because I could put my foot down. And when I do, it will get ugly. So let me keep going before I get more. Okay. I was on the other paragraph. Okay. Why such a big time frame? Because the type of surface matters as well as the temperature of the surface. For example, on a steel at 86 degrees Fahrenheit, mirrors can survive between 8 hours to 24 hours, but drop that temperature down to 68 hours on those germs will stick around an extra day. SARS, on the other hand, might enjoy living its life to the fullest because the study found it had considerably staying power and remained viable for 4 to 5 days on metal, wood, glass, and even paper. Did you hear that? Metal, wood, glass, and even paper. It enjoyed it. It remained viable. This is something our governor is stupid about. He's not listening to this. He's not hearing this. He doesn't care about this. He doesn't even care about us people. He doesn't care if any of us live and die. Young, healthy, feeble. He doesn't give a crap. All he cares about is that mighty green holy dollar. That's it. That's all he cares about. He cares about his mansion on the hilltop, and that's it. He doesn't give a crap about the rest of us. He says that he's trying to give us our jobs back and this, that, and the other. No, he's trying to give himself his job back and give himself his money back and say it's for the economy. It's not for the economy. The economy it was fine. The economy wasn't failing. They said the pandemic increased our economy. Our economy actually skyrocketed when this crap hit because people went out and spent more money because they were scared due to the pandemic. They put more money into stores. So stores actually skyrocketed. Small businesses skyrocketed because people actually put more money into smaller businesses, higher businesses, because they actually wanted to help people excel. So people actually bought more from other places. So yeah, a lot of other businesses did fail. I will say that, but that's in other countries, not here in Texas. Texas skyrocketed. So I don't want to hear nothing about the economy here in Texas. Texas is booming. I have never heard nothing in Texas really falling down. Texas happens to be one of the biggest states. It's one of the biggest states you want to come visit because we have Six Flags, we have SeaWorld. I mean, we're like Florida, we're like California. We're like the number 3 destination for tourists. Okay, we do not have any type of downfall on the economic situation. He's playing games trying to sit here and make it sound like we're hurting, to put it down on people that do not understand the economic strain and do not pay attention to the news. They don't read. They don't, educate themselves on it. And I'm not saying people are stupid by any means. Okay. I'm not saying anybody's dumb. I'm just saying I'm sitting here reading this to you. And this is actually on NBC News, guys. This is actually on the news. The news cannot report fake news. I don't give a shit what Trump says. The news can actually get in trouble. The news stations can get sued. The news writers can get sued. They cannot put it out. And they know they can. So they will not put out anything fake, because this stuff gets aired on national TV. They know what will happen if they put out anything that's a lie. Because that alone would fry the company. NBC could be taken off the air. NBC could be shut down for one fraudulent lie. They know what could happen. Me being a writer, I know what could happen. If you put out one inflation, like I think it's called let me see what the word's called. Putting out a lie in writing. What is it? I'm gonna put. What is it called? I forgot what it's called. Ambiguous. There's some big ass words, y'all. Definition, maybe. Definition. Here we go. Making false statements. There we go. Cat butt. False statement law and legal definition. Making false statements. Wikipedia. Let's go Wikipedia. Sometimes Wikipedia lies, but okay. It's commonly named for United States. Making false statements is a common name for United States judicial process laid out in Section 101, a Title 18 of the United States Code, which generally prohibits knowingly and willfully making false and fraudulent statements or concealing information in any matter within the jurisdiction of the federal government of the United States, even by merely denying guilt when asked by a federal agent. A number of notable people have been convicted under this section, including Martha Stewart, Rod Balgovich, Michael T. Flynn, Rich Gates, Scooter Libby, Bernard Madoff, and Jeffrey Skilling. The statute is used in many conducts. Mostly commonly, prosecutors use this statute to reach cover-up crimes such as perjury, false declarations. It could be a false declaration as well. in obstruction of justice and government fraud cases, which that would be an obstruction of justice, which would be lying. That would be an obstruction of justice, them lying on their news stream. That would be obstruction of justice, them lying. So that would also be a false claim, and they can actually be sued for an element of offense. So see, they wouldn't do that. So yeah. So it's easy to find it. And those are actually real things, because my mom was taking schooling for law. So I helped her with some of this stuff, finding different things. So that's how I knew how to find that. I just had to think of the words. Dang it. My bottle was too inflation in. Okay. So let's continue reading. I have a lot of disinfectant in my house. I have not been sick, even though I have been feeling under the weather, but I do have a stomach issue, for those who know. I know I'm getting off topic because I have been meaning to do stuff on my channel, but I have stomach issues that are kind of family genetic. And I also have other health issues that are genetic that kind of keep me a little bit off, but it's not nothing that's going on out in the world, because I self-isolate, because I self-quarantine. I don't care if the governor ain't going to do it. I'm going to do it. And after this video, once I get some black ink in my printer, I am probably going to write out a letter to the governor, and I am seriously going to let him know about my quarantine issue, that I do think we should quarantine, and why I feel we should quarantine. And I feel that every Texan that agrees with me should write a letter. And after I finish reading all this, why I feel they should self-quarantine, and why they should tell the governor why all of Texas needs to be quarantined, because honestly, we need to be. And once President Biden gets in office, I hope he makes him quarantine us, because honestly, Texas right now is going to get everybody back to being sick if we don't quarantine. It's ridiculous. We are the highest state right now with the highest numbers of COVID. This is ridiculous. It was actually New York with the highest numbers. We are now the highest number in all of the United States. And actually, I could type that in. Hang on. The state with the highest number of COVID cases as of now. Actually, it's sad. It says Texas, we are number one. And it's New Jersey. And it's all of you. And it's Iowa. We are number one. Texas is number one. Then it's New Jersey and it's Iowa. We have the highest number of cases. We actually do. We have the highest freaking number. We do. We and New Jersey and Iowa. And seeing it, because I see Florida has a lot. I mean, I see all of East Coast having a lot. I mean, us, it looks like we're affecting from East Coast up. It seems like we're affecting. And I think all of the United States, to be honest, President Biden needs to put everybody back on quarantine, to be honest. Because honestly, if we don't do something serious, we're all going to die. And this has nothing to do with being the end of the world, people. Please do not start with religion next, because I'm going to burn you all down. This has nothing to do with the end of the world. This is something that was created in a lab. This is man-made to scare you people into screaming it out. Someone could create something knowing that it was out of the Bible to keep y'all people believing in religion, to control y'all. It is just that simplified. And I could educate y'all in so many ways that y'all would think I was a devil and think I'm the Antichrist, but I'm not from Rome. I was born here in America, just to let y'all know. And the Antichrist does not have a the they. You know, he has a pay. Okay, Kay. I'm cleaning it up. I know I already said some cuss words, so I'm trying to clean it up. But yeah, that's sad though. Seeing that statistic right there that we're number one. Okay, let's move on. Disinfecting definitely helped, the study authors noted. So disinfecting daily is good. Researchers looked at several types of biochemical agents used for cleaning, such as alcohol and hydroperoxide, and found many of them were effective for rendering the coronavirus inactive. New research from the National Institutes of Health, NIH, echoes these findings. The study, which has not been per review yet, found that COVID-19 can survive up to 3 hours in the air. So wearing masks for them dumb hookers that think, oh, I don't need to wear a mask. You guys need to wear a mask. They're thinking it ain't necessary. For people that think, oh, it still gets in, it's because you're not wearing your mask correctly. If you actually have a mask that actually goes right here, that covers you here and goes down. If you're wearing it where you got a gaping hole where shit can get in, that's your fault. You're not wearing your mask correctly. Crap will get in. But if you're wearing it to the correct sizing, the correct fitting, and you actually get it to, because I wear stuff and nothing gets in my mask. Nothing. And I'm not, telling people that I'm not cutting no one down. I never want to make anybody feel like they're bad. But if I need to go to your house, 101, show you the correct fitting of the mask, show you how to correctly wear it. If y'all need me, buy me a plane ticket. I will come visit you. Do not kidnap me. Please don't. I have a family, but I will come visit you. I will show you how to wear a mask. I will show you how to disinfect your house. Man, maybe that'll help me lose some weight. I don't know. I haven't got sick. I've gotten little things here and there, but that was from bad food. People not cooking the food right. People not wearing gloves when they're supposed to be cooking, not washing their hands, There's little simple things that you can do to not get sick. And like when I cook my food, no one gets sick. I pull my hair back. I make sure there's no hair on my clothes. I lint roll myself because I have cats. There's a little, and I literally disinfect my whole table with spray, or I have Clorox wipes. I have disinfectant everywhere. I have hand sanitizer. I'm a clean freak. I tell you that because my cats walk on my table. And cats have cat litter on their paws, okay? And people think I don't sanitize my table. Bitch, I sanitize my table, okay? Because I ain't trying to eat no cat litter. That's disgusting. So I do sanitize my table quite often because that's... Just thinking about it makes me... Ew. Okay? That's gnarly. I can tell my husband I sanitize the table more than he thinks I do because that just grosses me out. Because my grandmother, she made me clean so freaking much. It just comes natural. I pick something up and I just start spraying and start wiping down. And it's just part of my DNA because she literally had me being a slave. So yeah, sanitizing, it helps. If y'all are not cleaning with the right stuff, y'all are constantly using dirty towels. You're not using the correct cleaning agents. You can use Method. Method actually has it has antibacterial in there. You can use stuff. If it says antibacterial on it, it's good. But if you have animals, make sure that you put them up, make sure it's fully dried before you let them out. Or if you're going to have guests and you don't want your animals getting sick, keep them put up so they don't walk out on it. And then once your guests leave, then let them back out. That's what I tend to do. Like if I know that I've used something and I know that it maybe has like alcohol peroxide, or like if I use like 409, Mr. Clean or something like that, something more hardcore, I keep my animals up, and then I put something else that's a little less harsh, like method or something else. Then I spray that down because it's less of a harsh chemical and it's safer for the pets. Then I put that down, or I wipe it down with a Clorox wipe, because Clorox wipes, they're disinfecting, but they don't hurt pets. So it's another thing that you can use. It's actually safe. It actually helps disinfect, and it helps actually keep the germs away. There's certain ones that you can use on steel. That's certain steel cleaners that's disinfectant that you can use on your refrigerators if you have a steel refrigerator that actually keeps the germs off. There's certain Windex ones, which I would highly, highly, highly suggest if you have a lot of glass windows that you keep open and that you have a lot of people coming in your house. I would highly suggest that you definitely Windex the shit out of your windows, because if you have tons of guests coming in and during this pandemic with the COVID, and this stuff lives and breathes, it lives and breathes on glass more than any of this, and none of this is saying this, but it does. Just letting you know. But it says, bottom line, keep washing your hands. Although we don't have all the information yet about the COVID long 19 and surfaces, we know it does remain viable at least a little while, long enough to be potential be transmitted, says Andreas Romero, MD, infectious disease specialist at Providence St. John's Health Center in Santa Monica, California. That's because germs are so easily spread, not only from the hands to the face, but also to other surfaces, including food. The CDC notes you can transfer germs to everything from your handrails to toys to other person's hands, which is why experts are now suggesting you find handshakes alternative, like simple hand wavings or air hugs. That's what I do. Everybody loves the air hugs, but they work. This virus is a moving target, which it does. It bounces. It really does. Is a moving target, and information is becoming available daily, sometimes hourly, says Dr. Romero. But one thing we do know for sure, is that hand washing is the best approach to protecting yourself, not just from COVID-19, but also from any virus that you might pick up from a surface. Hand washing can cut down your risk by a huge amount, probably more than people think. If you're in a pinch and don't have access to a sink, use hand sanitizer that contains 60% alcohol. Can kill the virus, experts say, but it should serve as a hand washing substitute. It should not be your main substitute. Don't just think using hand sanitizer is your main thing. Hand washing should still work, because you're going to dry your hands out and it's going to be all rough and crap. I mean, I'm putting cream all over me because of the medicine I take, because I'm on antidepressants like a mug, and it's drying me out so bad. So I'm using my Sol Janeiro right now. I smell like coconut and it smells fabulous. But anyway, you still need to wash your hands with antibacterial soap, and you still sanitize, because I have my hand sanitizer in there and I have my hand soap, but in my purse I always take hand sanitizer with me just to be in case, and if I have to, I take soap with me. But it shouldn't serve as a hand washing substitute, as I was saying, and it doesn't hurt to clean frequently, touch surfaces a little bit more often. Check out the Environmental Protection Agency full list of approved antimicrobial whatever cleaning products here. Yeah, but that's pretty much on that article. There's tons of articles. Let me see if they have another one about glass. If they do, hi Nikki. Yeah, stay there. Okay, here. Yeah. Okay. Metal. Example, doorknobs, jewelry, silverware, 5 days. You're getting down. Wood. Example, furniture, decking, 4 days. Let me see. Let's scroll up, see if we had anything up on top. Okay, it don't. Okay, plastic. Hey, 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 hey. Mwah, I love you. Okay, come on, get on my arm. Okay, plastic. Examples: milk containers and detergent bottles, subway and bus seats, backpack, elevator buttons, 2 to 3 days. Stainless steel. Example: refrigerators, pots and pans, sinks, some water bottles, 2 to 3 days. Cardboard. Example: shipping boxes, 24 hours. Copper. Example: pennies, tea kettles, cookware, 4 hours. Aluminum. Example: soda cans, tinfoil, water bottles, 2 to 8 hours. Glass. Example: drinking glasses, measuring cups, mirrors, windows, up to 5 days. Ceramics, dishes, pottery, mugs, 5 days. Let me scroll down. Paper. Example: mail, newspaper. You okay, baby? The length of time varies. Some strains of coronaviruses live only for a few minutes on paper, while others live up to 5 days. Okay, sweetheart, we don't need you coughing on that. Hi, baby. Um, Food. Example: takeout, produce. Coronavirus doesn't seem to spread through food. Good news. Water. Coronavirus hasn't been found in drinking water. If it does get into the water supply, your local water treatment plant filters and disinfects the water, which should kill any germs, which I still have problem trusting water. I drink it out of bottles. Fabrics. Example: clothes and linen. There's not much research about how long the virus lives on fabric, but isn't probably not as long as on hard surfaces. Shoes. One study tested the shoe soles of medical staff in a Chinese hospital intensive care unit (ICU) and found that half were positive of nucleic acids from the virus, but it's not clear whether these pieces of the virus cause infection. The hospital's general ward, which had people with milder cases, was less contaminated than the ICU. Odd. Skin and hair. There's no research yet on how long the virus can live on your skin or hair. Rhinoviruses, which cause colds, survive for hours. That's why it's important to wash or disinfect your hands, which are most likely to come in contact with contaminated surfaces. What can you do to reduce your chance of catching or spreading the new coronavirus? Clean and disinfect common surfaces and objects in your home and office every day. This includes countertops, tables, doorknobs, bathroom fixtures, phones, keyboards, remote controls, toilets. Use a household cleaning spray or wipe. If the surfaces are dirty, clean them first with soap and water and then disinfect them. You can also make a bleach solution that will be good for up to 24 hours. Mix 5 tablespoons, 1/3 cup of household bleach per gallon of water, or 4 teaspoons per quart of water. Never mix bleach with ammonia or any other cleanser. Leave cleaners or bleach solutions on surface for at least 1 minute. Keep surfaces clean even if everyone in your house is healthy. People who are infected may not show symptoms, but they can still shed the virus. Wash your hands with soap and warm water for at least 20 seconds after you visit the drugstore or supermarket or bring in takeout or delivered newspaper. It's a good idea to wash fruits and vegetables under running water before you eat them. Scrub them with a brush or your hands to remove any germs that might be on the surface. If you have a weakened immune system, you might want to buy frozen or canned produce. There's no evidence that anyone has gotten the virus from food packaging, but if you want, you can wipe down takeout containers or grocery items and let them dry. Wash or disinfect reusable grocery bags after each use. Wash used fabrics often, using the warmest water that the manufacturing recommends. Dry them completely. Wear disposable gloves when handling an ill person's laundry. That's common sense. Throw them away when you're done and wash your hands. The virus probably won't survive the time it takes for mail or other shipped items to be delivered. The highest risk comes from the person delivering them. Limit your contact with the delivery people as much as you can. You might also leave packages outside for a few hours. Spray them with disinfectant before bringing them in. Wash your hands after handling mail or packages. If you want, you can disinfect the sole of your shoes and avoid wearing them indoors. I don't trust my neighborhood. Coronavirus and temperatures. Viruses generally don't live as long in higher temperatures and humidity levels than in cooler, drier conditions. Researchers are studying whether exposures to heat, cold, or sunlight affects how long the new viruses live on surfaces. Coronavirus's viability. Scientists are also known how much of the virus it takes to cause an infection. Even if a small amount lingers on a surface for days, this might not be enough to make you sick. All right. So that's more information for you guys to know. I'm going to share this actually on my page because it's a lot of good information to know about. And why I didn't post, I'll swear it on my Twitter first. I forgot that I have a stupid thing on my page for Facebook, and it's a freaking twat. It's a twat. That's a lot of good information. I have a lot of people that don't have a lot of good information. Copy the freaking page. I hate this. I need my mouse back, but my flapping son. Hold tight. I shall return if my cat don't steal my chair. I can't do that. I don't have my other thing plugged in. Damn it! Oh well, I'll just share it on Twitter and do I have a link where I can share it? Let's see. Do I? Nope, I have a playlist link. That's not gonna help. Add another tweet? No. I hate this. Nope. That's not gonna work. Tweet all. Let me exit this piece out and just share that. Exit this. And let me see if it's back here. Nope, it's not back there. Yeah, I love that. Anyway, but my main thing, guys, is my camera. Video. Okay. No! Girl, I already told you. Anyway, guys, the main thing is here. I'll read it to you. Governor Abbott. I'll read this to you. Governor Greg Abbott reiterates Texas will not shut down again while toting arrival of new coronavirus treatment, which we have not got a coronavirus treatment. Abbott's new converts came the same day that Texas reported more daily new cases than ever before. 12,293, easy surpassing the previous record of 10,080 We have 10,823 2 days earlier. Need to stay updated on coronavirus news. Okay. Abbott's new Congress came the same day that Texas reported more daily new cases than ever before, 12,293 cases, easily surpassing the previous record of 10,823 2 days earlier. So we've went up 2,000 and something or more cases. Abbott traveled to hard-hit Lubbock to trumpet the fact that Bam Bam, the antibody therapy made by Eli Lilly and Co., is being distributed across Texas. Abbott has pointed to the emergence of such treatment,
Can I have my comment, please?
as well as his policy that claws back.
Thank you, mother.
You're welcome.
You having fun in here?
Calls back Texas businesses reopenings based on regional hospital capacity to defend Texas' approach to the virus as it spikes in the state. While Texans wait for widely available treatment and vaccines, Abbott said that they should remember the habits that got us through the spike of COVID-19 cases in July. Things like staying home if possible, wearing masks, social distancing, and using hand sanitizer. We've been there before. We could do it again, Abbott said. We need to be on freaking quarantine. I don't think that, really, vaccine. The federal government approved whatever this stuff is under an emergency authorization 10 days ago. It uses a laboratory-generated antibodies to attack the coronavirus. Antibodies are pathogens fighting proteins the body forms in its immune response to infections. Supply is extremely limited. Yeah, extremely limited. Why aren't we on quarantine while this thing is limited? Seriously, we have probably more people with coronavirus than they have the cure for. Seriously? This is the first. Like, really? Abbott declined to say how dry lip here, how many doses are coming to Texas, but said the state was receiving the second largest distribution out of all states, behind only Illinois, likely reflecting the severity of the state's outbreak. As for the qualifications to receive the new therapy, Abbott said it is usually for those 65 and older with some other healthcare-based issue and early-stage COVID. Many nursing home residents would automatically qualify for this, Abbott added. He said hospitals could administrate the therapy on site and ancillary units via a mobile ambulance unit and at nursing homes. I find that hard to believe. Despite the arrival of new treatment, Abbott and other officials who spoke at the news conference said Texans should not let their guard down. Nim Kidd, the head of the Texas Division of Emergency Management, said the emergency of treatment and the promise of a vaccine is not an excuse to abandon guidelines that have been in place throughout the pandemic. For example, he added, just because you have a seatbelt in your car does not mean you should speed and drive reckless. Texas reported 8,489 new cases Wednesday, continuing to mirror the levels that the state saw during its summer surge. On Tuesday, the state set a new record with 10,823 new cases. All key metrics remain in dangerous territory statewide. In addition to the daily new cases, hospitalizations also remain high. There were 7,982 on Thursday, and the positive rate of the ratio of cases to test has stayed above 10% for over 3 weeks. Abbott has said anything over 10% is a warning flag. As Texas has grappled with its highest spike, Tensions have again flared between the state and the local governments. Attorney General Ken Paxton has gone to court to halt El Paso's country's order to close all non-essential businesses, which a state appeals court blocked for a second time Friday. Which I feel bad because I have family there and I'm pissed. Abbott has recited giving local officials more latitude to fight the virus and accused some of not being strong enough on enforcement and accusation he repeated Thursday. Asked for an example of local government doing a good job when it comes to enforcement, Abbott told reporters he candidly has not seen a lot of, quote, enforcement. Mostly enforcement that we've seen is done by TABC, Abbott said, referring to the Texas Alcoholic Beverage Commission, which regulates bars. Abbott's new conference in Lubbock, which is first since mid-September on the pandemic. It also came a week before Thanksgiving, during which public health experts are urging Americans to not get together with those outside their household. Asked about holiday gatherings, Abbott did not get as specific, only saying Texans should be personally responsible, which trust and believe we are. But they should know that listening to the cavalry is coming as it concerns COVID-19. Abbott said again, nodding to the treatments in El Paso. However, where hospitals are nearing a point of rationing, healthcare and country jail inmates are moving bodies from makeshift morgues. Local officials pleas for help from the Texas Army National Guard, which a lot of the National Guard is in El Paso working with the morgues too, seemingly still went unanswered. The county judge and sheriff's office hopped the military force under Abbott's command would relieve the inmates from the grueling work, but a spokesperson for the sheriff's office Thursday that had not happened. Sheriff's office said Thursday that had not happened. Democrats said Abbott was placing too much hope in the antibody therapy, and I agree. I hope this new treatment is successful and saves lives, but Gov Abbott should return power to local leaders so they can take decisive action to curb the rampant spread of COVID-19 in their communities. I agree, because we need to be on quarantine. State Rep Chris Turner of Grand Prairie, head of the House Democratic caucus, whatever that is, said in a statement, resigning ourselves to more people falling ill while focusing exclusively on potential therapies is not the strong response that is required, which I agree, because seriously, the therapy don't work. We're actually killing people rather than healing people. And it's like, what is it going to, putting people back to work? What the hell? That's what I'm saying. It's like, what is, more important? It doesn't make sense. It's retarded. And that's it. That's what he's putting us through. He's literally saying this thing is going to work. He's putting all his like literally like this cure is his horse. And he's placing all his money on it. And he's off to the racetrack saying it's going to win. And honestly, I'm placing all my money on quarantine saying it's going to win. Because I see too many people not wearing masks. I see too many people not social distancing, like say Buc-ee's. People in Texas all know what Buc-ee's is, okay? I see more people going into Buc-ee's without masks. They're not social distancing. They're like all up on each other. They do not care for people. I see people going into Walmart, no mask, no social distancing. They're literally standing up on you, not having no decency. And I'm like, do you mind? Like, get up off me, ho. It's like, do you not understand? Like, you are in my bubble. My bubble is here, and your bubble should be way down there, 6 feet apart from me. You're not supposed to be near me. It's like, dude, there's enough of this here, and this is what you're wanting. And trust me, I ain't gonna I know I'm a big girl, but I ain't gonna take all of it. I'm gonna leave like at least 40 more packs of this here. I'm only gonna take maybe 5 or 10, and there's still gonna be 40. So calm your greedy butt down, Miss 7 Sins of Greed. I ain't taking it all from you. It's like, Jesus freaking Christ. It's like they're afraid that I'm going to poop in the middle of the aisle, and they're not going to be there to smell my poopy in the aisle. They're going to miss the poop falling out of my butt, and they're not going to be able to snapshot it and put it on Snapchat or freaking Instagram. This lady pooped in the middle of Walmart. Oh my God, let me put this up on World Funny Walmart Pictures. It's like, really? Seriously? Are you really that low and scheming? And it's like, trust and believe. Homegirl ain't going to do that, okay? Like, I can make it to the bathroom. I know I may be big, but if the mood comes, girl can move. I'll be like Fluffy. I'm going to sound like a railroad train running. Girl is going to be hauling some ass. But I'm serious. I'm calling out Governor Abbott. You're a worthless governor. You don't care about your people. This is not going to work out. You need to, one, put us back on quarantine. I don't care what you're saying. You need to listen to your Democrat Party. You need to seriously step down, or everybody needs to actually demote him and kick him out of the office and get another governor in. I'm serious, because there's too many people dying. There's too many. We're losing too many people. For what? There's no, seriously, we're at a loss here in Texas. I mean, we're going to lose more than we gain. I mean, he's more worried about money. You're losing more business owners than you're gaining, because the longer you keep doing this, you're going to end up killing more of the people that own the companies than anything. Because a lot of these highfalutin, snooty-ass business owners are Republicans, and they're the ones that feel that they shouldn't wear masks. They're the ones that follow you, Governor Abbott, and they're on the Trump parade, and they're the ones that feel that, this pandemic's a joke, that the coronavirus is a joke. They're saying that the coronavirus isn't real. They're saying that these deaths are a hoax. You don't hear how they're talking here in Texas. I live in Central Texas, okay? My husband takes me to different counties. I go to Killeen. I hear them saying this coronavirus is a lie. All this fake news is fake news. It's fake this. It's fake that. It's lies. It's lies. It's lies. I see more people not wearing masks. I hear how they're talking. I've gone to other cities. People are not wearing masks. They're saying the same thing. They don't believe you. They say you're a liar. We're going to have more deaths totaling than anything. This cure ain't going to do nothing. I'm telling you right now. You think it is? It's not. It's going to kick back. It may do something. It's going to look like it's doing something, and these people are going to get sick and die. Because this pandemic thing, it's not going to go away. Whatever person designed this cure is going to have to be a weird antibody. That's something that has never been seen before. It's going to have to be like a weird mutated antivirus, that antibody that has to be like this weird concoction that none of y'all had thought. It was going to be like a Resident Evil antivirus. I'm not kidding. Because this stuff has been dreamed up by 3 anti-terrorists. One that's getting out of our office right now, and 2 of his best friends. 2 that happen to be, let's see, they're tyrants over their countries. Putin and Kim Jong-un. They will never get out of office, and that's exactly what Trump was trying to do. He was trying to start a civil war right here in the United States, so he couldn't get out of office. That's exactly what he was trying to do. So he, for one, was state president. He, one, was trying to get in longer. And then once he was in past his other 4 years, he was going to try to stay in even longer than his 4 years. That's cheating. That is actually against the law of what we put in. That's not fair to what laws we have put in towards our presidential campaigns. And honestly, he should be blacklisted from ever going into any presidential campaign ever again because the crap he was doing. He should actually be put in jail, honestly. You supporting him, you should be put in jail, to be honest. But that's just me saying that. That's my personal opinion. But dealing with Texas, honest, I think we all need to be quarantined. I think everybody needs to go against Abbott because there's too much going on here in Texas. I have family that I am worried about. I have family in San Antonio. I have family in El Paso. Only family I'm claiming right now is my cousins. Anybody else right now can choke. I don't really care about anybody else. I'm more worried about my cousins right now. I'm worried about my cousins in San Antonio, and I am worried about my cousins in El Paso. And the thing is Abbott is not concerning himself with this. He's not really caring about the business person. He's not caring. Like I said, y'all need to think about this on a serious side. What is he going to get out of y'all working? Nothing. He's trying to make it seem like he cares for y'all so he can get y'all's vote to stay a governor. He doesn't care. He, for one, is trying to stay to where he keeps more money because he feels that if he puts us back in quarantine, that he's going to have to shed out money. No, he's not. The United States is going to help us, not him. The United States has enough of money to help us out, and they should be able to help out the people that need the help. Texans should not have to suffer for ill regard of a governor that is holding us hostage under an illness. That is not fair. And everybody in Texas needs to wake up and think about this. Y'all think it's okay for y'all to continuously suffer, that you wake up the next morning and your daughter or your mother or your sister or your brother or your wife or your husband has COVID, and your governor, it's his fault because he won't put us on quarantine and make sure we're all safe? That's okay with y'all. Y'all are good with that. Your grandma, your grandpa, your uncle, your aunt, anybody that you love that your governor is putting at risk, y'all are okay with that. In Texas, y'all are good with that. No, I'm not good with that because I don't want to wake up. My kids have it. My mom has it. My husband have it. I'm not good with that. I don't want to personally have it because I don't like being sick. And especially with the symptoms, shit. No. Those symptoms can kiss my ass. That's just not even for the birds. That's just not even for the devil. That's just not even for. I believe in duality. I believe in, the God and the devil are like, I'm not even gonna bring religion into this. I'm not gonna bring spirit. This is about longevity. Okay, this is about living. This is about being healthy. I don't even like getting the flu. I've got the flu once, and oh my God, I got the worst flu ever in my life. You think I want to get that? Oh, heck no. Man, I got the flu so bad, my whole body hurt from head to toe. It felt like something was crushing every bit of my bones. I was shivering to death. My fever had spiked so hard. Oh, my dear geez. My ears were ringing. Man, everything hurt. Even looking at me hurt. I was telling everybody not to look at me. My hair hurt. How the heck does the hair on your body hurt? Explain that to me. I had the flu.
I don't have teeth, but my teeth hurt.
Everything hurt. I was crazy. Even my nail beds hurt. I mean, I ate. I got sick. The smell of food made me nauseated. I was coughing. I was sneezing. I was congested. My ears were plugged. I mean, I was miserable. I was sick for like 3 to 4 days, I think. Oh, hell to the no. I don't want to have that crap. I don't want my family, most importantly, to have that crap. Because it's like they said the flu, but like 100 times worse. No one needs this kind of crap. Whoever invented this shit, I hope they die with this shit. And I hope whoever told them to invent it dies with it too. Because I know who did it. And it wasn't Obama. Okay? And people need to quit spreading that lie. Seriously. They need to shut up with it. I know who did. I've done 4 tarot card readings on it. And people don't think I'm crazy. But the tarot cards don't lie, honey. And they told me the same thing 4 times. And I shuffled it 4 times. And I shuffled it like really freaking good. And I asked the question the same time. And I did not trick the cards. And it came up the same person every single time. Who designed it? Who told the person to design it? Because they wanted to entrap somebody, to use it as a weapon when things didn't go the way they want. And things weren't going the way this person wanted at that time. So one, they were punishing us as a country. People didn't think about this. This person was very mad at us when this happened. This is when we were talking about impeaching this person when this happened. People were not paying attention. This person said they were going to punish us. And they were going to punish us really bad. And we were not going to be able to tell how they were punishing us when it happened. And weirdly enough, the coronavirus peaked a few months after this happened. Not very long after this happened, the coronavirus happened after we were trying to impeach this motherfucker. And I'm sorry for cussing, but no one ever thinks about thinking about this crap until it's too late. No one thinks about this because people don't want to think high and mighty of this one individual because, oh, he's so perfect. Someone put him there because they were in heaven. You people are sheep and you people are not smart. And you people are going to have a huge awakening because a lot of you are going to die because of this person. And you guys are stupid. And I feel bad for you people because this one individual is a bad man. He's Hitler in the making. And you guys are stupid for thinking that man's anything good. Because that one is the one who told someone to design that crap. But I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to let y'all learn. But the thing is, we need to change who the governor of Texas is before anything else bad happens. Because I'm tired of seeing fellow Texans suffer. I get mad at fellow Texans quite often because some of the ignorancy that does happen here. Yes, agreed. But I live here until I win the lottery. And when I win the lottery and I get to leave Texas, then y'all can do whatever the hell y'all want because that's fine. Then I won't care about y'all. No, seriously, I'll still care because I care about everybody. Honestly, I do. My heart's too kind not to care. But the thing is, we need to come together as a state, as a unity, and look at what's going on and stop being blind to what's happening. And this person seriously is not putting nothing in nobody's pocket. They're not designing nothing for nobody. They're not doing anything great for anybody. They are seriously hurting us, not just economically. They are hurting us actually physically. They are putting our lives in jeopardy. They're putting our family lives in jeopardy, people, because our state needs to be in quarantine. We will still get stuff delivered to us. We can still shop online. We can still have our stuff delivered at home. We can go out and grocery shop, but wear your damn mask, people. Quit thinking you don't need to wear it. You can actually buy face mask, HEB. I actually have quite a few masks from HEB. All you have to do is wear them. They're quite cheap. I know I'm kind of being a sponsor because I'm an HEB sponsor, and I have family that works for HEB, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But the thing is, HEB sells appropriate masks. They're very breathable, and they will block you from catching germs. You can buy good masks on eBay. You can buy great masks on Amazon. There's tons of places where you can buy masks. Scummy Bears. It's spelled SCUMMY Bears. And they're kind of like a nylon. Even though they say nylon is not the best mask to wear. But if you like nylon and you don't really care, Scummy Bears. I actually have some. They're actually pretty cool. You can go on Etsy. There's tons of stores here in Texas that sells really cool masks. One of my friends gave me a paper, and I don't know where it is that I actually want to go get one. Because I have a crazy ton of masks, and I have a Harley Quinn mask. I mean, I have, because I liked them because I like the whole ninja, Sub-Zero, reptile, scorpion kind of thing, katana, Melina, Mortal Kombat look. I've always dug it, and I've always wanted to wear a mask all the time, and people not thinking I was a bank robber or something. So now I get to wear them all the time and not have nothing be said. So it's radical. I love it. But y'all need to wear your mask. I don't give a crap. Quit sitting here and being little crackheads and just making excuses. They're non-expensive. There's some even for 50 cents. 50 freaking cents. Some on Etsy for even a penny that are actually good masks. Quit making excuses and freaking wear the mask. But I'll buy you a mask. Tell me where your address is. Put it down. If y'all cannot afford a mask, comment section down below. Give me, say, hey, Flames, I can't afford a mask. If you're a cheapskate, I'll buy you a mask. Comment me down below. I will give you my Facebook link to where you can add me on Facebook. You can message me your address. I will buy you a mask, and I will personally send it to you. If you cannot afford to buy a cheap ass mask, I will buy you a mask if you cannot afford to buy one. Believe me, I will buy a mask for everybody in Texas if I fucking have to. Pardon my French, because I do not want anybody else to get sick. And I know I cussed, but I'm tired of it. Until we can actually all get back on quarantine, until we can get another governor, I will buy masks for anybody who cannot freaking afford them. I will afford to, here and there, I will tell my husband what I'm going to do. If I have to freaking do it because y'all are cheapskate biatches, I will buy y'all a mask. If I had to, because y'all are a bunch of turds. And y'all are assholes that are putting everybody else's lives at risk because y'all are making excuses that y'all can't buy a 50-cent, $1, $2, $3 mask. It's like, really? Really? And then I'm going to cough on it and send it to you. I'm joking. I'm not going to do that. I ain't that messed up. I might spray some of my perfume on it, but... Hell, if I did that, y'all want me to send y'all my perfume. I ain't doing that. I wear expensive perfume. Nope. But anyway, I want, if y'all can, to come together as a United States. Because I don't want someone to literally blow us off the map because we're so infectious and, literally disconnect us from the state of United States, and we're no longer part of the state. I've actually had a dream that they did that. So in all honesty, if we could get together as a state and, do that, because I worry about her. I don't want her dying on me, and I don't want my kids dying on me, and I don't want my husband dying on me.
And
so
I want you dying on us.
Well, yeah, I worry about me last. You know what I mean?
I don't know how many of y'all are crystal fanatics, but if you are, starting next month, at the beginning of the month, I am going to start in and being a person who promotes crystals because I love crystals so much.
Oh yeah.
So if you guys buy crystals of any kind, hold off until after the first of the month and buy them from me.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
And to let y'all know, hopefully tomorrow, I'm going to go ahead and set up my card tonight. And I'm going to pull it out right now because I keep forgetting to do it. And I know I promised it last week, and I haven't had time to do it because, like I said, occasionally with my health, I feel yucky, and I apologize. So I'm going to go ahead and get that fixed. So hopefully tomorrow I can go ahead. So I need to buy me another thing of cards because the one that happens to be my collector, I'm not going to use it because it is numbered. And since it has the quote from The Crow and that happens to be my favorite movie, I'm not going to use those cards because that kind of made me cry. And it made me think of Brandon Lee, and I'm like, I can't use this. I can't use this at all. It's like, no, I can't use this. Because, I mean, I watched that movie over 1 million times or more, so I can't do that. I mean, that was one of my favorite movies. My mom's like, girl, you're not going to be able to use that deck. I'm like, I don't think I am. I bugged her out. I mean, I literally made her take me to that theater to watch that movie at least 100 times. And there was a lady there dressed up as the Crow, and she actually was sending money to Brandon's mom. And she actually showed us that she was sending money to Brandon's mom, and it was really cool. And I was like, no freaking way. And so we would actually give her like $5 or $10 or $1 something every time we went. And she knew me. So every time I went up there, she'd always come and give me a big hug. And for like a few Halloweens, every Halloween, I would actually dress up as the Crow. And it was a really special movie to me because not only did I love Brandon Lee, but it had a Native American philosophy because the Crow happens to be part of Native American history. So it tugged on two parts, you know, not only because I had a crush on Brandon Lee, but also because the Crow was part of my Native American history. And I studied about the Crow and I knew about the Crow's history. I actually read the comic books. Those are some of the comic books that were also some of my staple comic books that kind of helped get me by. And I loved James. I loved him to death for those comics. I mean, I really did. And I wish I kept them, but if I can actually find some of his comics, I'm going to buy them. And those are amazing. So if anything, guys, find books, read them, stay at home.
Yes, please.
Shop at home, guys. If you don't have to be out, don't be out. There's no reason to be out if you don't need to. If you're working, it's understandable. But if you do not have to be out, please don't go out, guys. Try to self-isolate if you can until we can get this damn governor to put us back on quarantine. I know some of y'all don't want to be on quarantine because some of y'all think that y'all have to be outside. But seriously, there's nothing so important that we have to be outside for.
Well, some of them,
you know, I mean, y'all are.
As bad as ours is.
I mean, God, go out in your backyard if you feel that you need to be outside. Run around your backyard and scream and act like a fool if you think you need to. I mean, seriously, if I really need to go outside, I go out in my backyard until my neighbor annoys me with her fucking dogs. The bitch lets her dogs out to piss me off, and I'm about ready to throat punch her right now because she's a freaking whore. Sorry for all the cussing, but God, she chased off one. She actually chased off my neighbors, actually, lived on this side of me, on like my left side of me. She chased off my neighbors. Her dog actually jumped the fence and bit my neighbors. She chased them off. That's actually that bad because her black freaking golden retriever bit them.
It's not a black golden retriever. It's a golden retriever.
It was that black one. Isn't it a golden retriever or?
I don't know what. No, they're not retrievers or something else.
She has the golden retriever and that black one.
They're not retrievers or something. They're a different.
They're a mix. They're a damn mixed mutt like she is. And I apologize for the cussing, guys, since I cuss here and there, but not as much. And I know that sometimes, like I told y'all, most intelligent people cuss. But it's just sometimes when I get upset, I can't help myself. And she really gets on my nerves. Because when I first moved here, she has this beautiful mixed white husky, and I love her. And me and her play, the husky does. And I've seen the husky at the park a few times, at my favorite park. And I went up to the fence to play with her, and I was trying to introduce myself to the neighbor, and she was like literally snarling at me. I literally wanted to punch her in the face. And normally I don't get that vibe from people. I mean, she was just being rude. And I'm like,
Bitch.
girl, do you really want me to, middle finger, like, jab you right now? I'm like, you're giving me a very bad vibe. You don't want to do that. So, I mean, it's hard for me to get along with her. Her daughter has the same vibe. Her girlfriend has the same vibe. And normally I get along with everybody. I mean, I have lesbian friends. I have gay guy friends. I mean, I have friends all across genres. So I'm sitting here just like, bitch, do you know who you're pissing off? I'm like, so yeah, it's like, I can't wait till we move, because it's like we have really nice neighbors across the street. I don't like the neighbor on the right side of me. Oh my God, my mom is messing with my cat still. And then the neighbor on the right side of me, he's just a dick with his annoying son that doesn't know how to park on his side of the road. So I just need to be in a new neighborhood. I mean, I love the house, but the house is very old. It's not very well taken care of. The walls are built bad. So yeah, this has nothing to do with this video, but I'm just ranting. And it's built on an old graveyard. Yeah, I can definitely tell, because this whole entire place, this whole entire space is haunted. There's ghosts like all over this place, man. We drive all over here. I can feel it. I mean, let alone this house has over 10 spirits in it. 10 spirits. And there's 4 in my backyard. 4 in my backyard. I'm not trying to tell the neighbors how many they have in their houses, because I've already had, in the other house down here where we had a friend that loved borrowing money from us that never brought it back. He said that his house was haunted, and there's already been 3 people that lived in that house since he left, which is 20 years. I wonder if it was because it really was haunted. But I know there actually is like 3 ghosts in that house. And I'm not saying which ghosts are in there, because they're really messed up ghosts. I know there's really one in there that's really temperamental, that's really mean. So I'm pretty sure that one does some really messed up stuff. And I'm not just saying this to be ooky kooky and spooky. I'm saying this to be for real, because I think what they did, there was a cemetery here, and they thought that they were going to move stuff, but the spirit stayed here, and they moved the cemetery over to another spot. And you know, like how some places, when they're moving certain things, put houses somewhere, they move cemeteries and they put cemeteries somewhere else, and then they build houses on one spot, and they think, oh, it's okay, doesn't it? Yeah, where I live, I think they thought they were being cute. And you know, there's a cemetery, or they're really old back in the olden days. You know, back like in the 1800s when this city first started, there was like a cemetery here, and then it got moved, and the ghosts were like, no, you didn't move my cemetery. I'm going to pull out my pistols and I'm going to shoot you in your ankles. Type of scenario. I can see that really happening. I feel it really happening, because there's actually some ghosts in the backyard from like old days, like 1700s, 1800s. And we actually we do talk to spirits. So I know a lot of people are going to think we're crazy, but yeah, that gift came to me when I hit 26. So I kind of blocked it off. It came to me when I was 12, and it reopened when I was 26, because I naturally had it, but it scared me. I didn't want to accept it, but then when I was okay with accepting it, it opened back up, and then they're like, hey, we're still here. And I'm like, you're still here. But I was like, okay, I'm okay with y'all now. And they're like, okay, she's cool with us now. Let's all get her. I'm like, there's a circus. Okay, I gotta deal with 20, 50 million gazillion ghosts now. Okay. So yeah, now they all just don't want to shut up. And I'm sitting there just like, now I know how Antonita Blake feels. Yeah. If y'all don't read Laurel K. Hamilton, y'all are gonna know a darn thing I'm talking about. Hi, Roman. she's a necromancer, okay, and she brings back the dead for the living, and yeah, she actually talks to the dead too. So, and zombies, werewolves, vampires, werepanthers, and a whole bunch more. I got a crap ton of her books. A lot of my books are packed up of hers. All that's out now is my educational books until we move. I still got more packing I gotta do. And we gotta figure out houses because we're gonna be moving soon, hopefully. Because Lisa's coming up soon, so videos are probably gonna be more sporadic because of the move. Because I still have a lot of packing to do. I have mom's room to pack. I still have a lot of stuff out in the garage to pack. I still have a buttload out in the garage to pack. I have stuff out in like our tote thingies I gotta pack that are out there that I totally forgot I had to pack. I have my altar outside I have to pack. I have stuff on our entertainment system. I have stuff in the yeah. The education booklet here that we have. I have stuff here. We have dishes behind here I gotta pack. I have stuff outside, which ain't much since I've cleaned up a lot outside. This table, the boys have actually packed up their whole entire room. They don't have much, just their clothes. I gotta pack up the rest of my clothes. A few more my perfume. My makeup pretty much is done because I already have them in totes. So yeah, but that's pretty much it, guys, because I don't want to, get off track with the video. But yeah, that's most of it is Texans coming together, writing letters to Governor Abbott. I don't know why I said senator. I need to edit that. Wonder if I can edit it while can I? Yes, I actually can. Let's see. There we go. Did it. I edited it. Okay. So that's pretty much it, guys. And I'm going to end this video. I hope y'all have a great night wherever y'all are. Please be safe. Remember, wash your hands, disinfect. Try to stay as safe as y'all can, especially if y'all are in Texas. Be safe anywhere where y'all are at. Wear your mask. I don't care if you feel that you don't need to. Yes, you do. Because honestly, I don't feel there's going to be a vaccine anytime soon because I don't think, I feel that Biden's working on one, yes, but I don't think it's out right now. I don't think that they've manufactured one just as quick because, how did they come up with one so all of a sudden and now they're just coming out with, oh, we have, a cure all of a sudden and we haven't said nothing yet because we just wanted to sit on it and surprise, we have a cure just, for the people that really, really, really have it bad and all of a sudden, yeah, that no one knows about it. Yeah. I say whatever. I call bullshit. And to me, it's because how I was raised, how I know when people are getting in trouble, when people are sniffing around, when people are getting tired of people's bullshit, they start trying to pull rabbits out of the hat. So people need to pay attention to their fake, pretentious bullshit. And they need to be aware of it. And they need to stand up, call arms, and stop being, redneck promoters. They need to actually educate themselves and really pay attention to really what's going on. Because honestly, sitting here and promoting Republicans, and I'm not trying to be politically Republican, Democrat, this, that, and the other. Abbott, he's not going to do nothing for us. He's not going to help us. He's in it for a title. He's in it for being Republican. He's not in it for anything else, just to be in office, to do something for himself, to look good, to make more money and to do something. He's not in it for the rest of us. When you're in office, you're supposed to be there for the people, by the people, to help the people. He ain't helping us, guys. Y'all need to wake the hell up and do something for you, for the rest of us. Because if you're not going to do it for you, do it for your kids. If you don't have kids, then you can go catch coronavirus and leave the rest of us alone. I know that sounds messed up, but Jesus Christ, for the rest of us, I know, oh my God, she took the Lord's name in vain. Shut the hell up. Seriously, we have bigger things than me worrying about taking the Lord's name in vain. I'm not all in that boat. Okay, I'm spiritual. I'm not religious. Get off that kick. We're not here for religious aspects, spiritual aspects. We're here about our current state, about this disease that's going on. We need to be on quarantine. We need to come together and look out for one another and get our state back in order so we can actually be healthy again and not have to worry about all this he said, she said, bull crap about our state being like literally getting blown off the map kind of crap. Because honestly, if we don't get this state back in order, they seriously might literally cut us off the map, guys. And trust me, you get so bad off and being so far off on the end of the state, like Florida, us, California, we can easily just get blown off the map. It ain't that hard. You just follow the damn line and poof, we're off the map. It's that simple. And trust me, they can and will do it. Because we're so infected, they were like, you know what? They don't want to sit there in quarantine. They don't want to do something to help themselves. And the governor's not wanting to, submit. And there's something right there at his fingertips. Quarantine his people and, let the disease actually die off. Leave him alone. Because that would actually get the disease to die off. That there, quarantining, giving it time just to go away, getting it off everything, keeping people, like literally keep the people out of the stores. Let the stores fucking air out. Like Walmart, H-E-B, all the big stores. Don't let people in. Make sure they're shopping online. I mean, I know it's going to be a little bit difficult, but they need to have it to where somehow, some way, there's a way to, we have all these robots, and I know people are going to say that's the way of the end of the world and all this crap. Right now, we need to use some sort of robot right now to go in there and do this so we can literally quarantine the correct way. Because right now, with this damn disease, we need something. Because, having people in there, I mean, I know there's one person in there doing it and they actually air it out for just a few days and have one person go in there, like a few people going in there, getting the orders together and having one person, like have maybe like a few people inside gathering the orders, taking it out to the people that are ordering it. That right there might limit, the coronavirus spread. That would work better. Like have like maybe 10 people inside Walmart gathering the orders, doing the checkouts, and then have all the cars lined outside that are picking up the orders. Same thing for H-E-B, same thing for any of the other stores. That right there would limit all contact of coronavirus. That's what needs to be done. At every store, have everybody start ordering online at every business. So that would limit self-contact. Have one person go out to the car, have the other people stay inside. So they're, staying away 6 feet distant. So the people stay in their cars. They're away from each other. Have the people taking the orders, drop it off at the door, knock on the door so the people know that the order's been delivered. There's so many different ways that, I can come up with ideas for businesses so people do not come in contact with COVID, coronavirus, and this crap could die down and we could get out of, the quarantine lockdown after we've been in it. Say they lock us down for 2 months, 3 months, and they do the idea that I'm saying. And see how everything goes. Let a few people come out. See how it stays. Add a few more people in the store. Add 15 people in the store. Keep it at the same pace at what I said. Add a few more cars in the line. Keep it as it goes. Keep us in quarantine for about 5 more months. They need to do this at a slow pace, especially Texas being as severe it is. They need to shut down school, period. All schools need to be shut down, period. Education right now should be the least of our worries because honestly, the kids are getting so dang sick. What is education going to do if all our kids are dead? What is it really going to do for us? Nothing. I'm tired of getting calls and my child is so sick and stressed out. He's actually literally, they're like with everything they're doing, they're stressing him out, telling him he might have to go to school. And I'm like, with everything that's going on, y'all going to send him to school for certain things? No, he's not. Like, seriously? Why? I mean, I know he has a class that he might have to be there, but it's like this year should be dismissed and he should be there for another year. They should like overlap it until this crap goes down to like maybe summer. Let it do it in the summer or something. Not right now. Like right now, it should be not even mentioned. It's redunculous. But I know I've let this video go on too long, but I'm just trying to come up with different ideas because there's so many. I mean, or put people in like bodysuits that are out working. Hazmat suits. And not let people go inside. Keep them outside to pick up their orders. Have them order and just come pick it up at the front door. I mean, there's so many different ways. The people that are bringing it outside, have them in hazmat suits. There is so many different ways that we could avoid this. If people think they really need to go out to shop, have everybody in every store, Walmart, H-E-B, any of our stores that are open, have all of them geared up in hazmat suits. And then have them get like germ cleaned as they're exiting. And then, have them get germ cleaned as they're exiting the doors again. Kind of like a hospital thing. And they're going to be like, well, that's a lot of money. And we need to get it done then. Because evidently here in Texas, we're going to have to be treated like we're in Korea or Japan or China because our governor doesn't want to take care and do proper protocol and put us on quarantine. So he needs to take other steps and put extra things in our stores in unless he's going to put us on proper quarantine. He needs to do something. Because if he's not going to quarantine, lock down, and have it to where no one comes out for nothing unless, here and there shopping to pick up, that's it. Call in, put your order, and just pick up, and they bring it to you, and that's it. He needs to do a strict lockdown. Like quarantine. Seriously. No ifs, ands, or buts. Or he needs to do germ cleaner stuff. Like when you walk in, you get germ clean. Everybody that goes to the store, they get tested for COVID like you do at the hospital. They scan you, make sure you don't have a fever. If you've had any symptoms, you're not allowed to come into the stores. They need to do you like they do at the hospitals then. And if you have a fever, you're not allowed to come into the store. You go outside then. They need to get more stricter then. Because I'm getting tired of the laziness of our governor. And I'm getting tired of him not taking this seriously. And he's just like, no, we're gonna do this and we're gonna bullshit and we're just gonna see how this goes. No. Texans need to step up and get on his case and be like, look, our lives matter. And you need to put us first or you need to get the hell out of office. So someone who is going to care about us can get in the office and do the right thing so we don't die. Any more Texans don't die. Period. And like I said, as I'm ending this, a full lockdown for Texas means, again, people bringing goods into Texas is allowed, and they can take stuff out of Texas. It just means that you can't travel in or out of Texas as a visitor. Okay. So that means people, please stop hoarding fucking toilet paper. Please stop hoarding stuff for babies. Let other people have it. Okay. I'm sick and tired of going into other places trying to get toilet paper and it's barren. Like the great wasteland of eternity. It's like nothing's there. And it's ridiculous. And it's stupid. And it's like, what the hell? It's just like, what are you hoarding for? Like doomsday preppers? It's like shit. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. And I'm like, ugh. So yeah, please have common sense and think with your heads, please, because it really makes me sit there and be like, I know y'all ain't that dumb. And I'm not trying to put y'all down, but that lockdown means our people can deliver and they can get out. So that means we will have plenty of toilet paper, paper towels, cups. We'll have toiletry. We'll have paper plates. We'll have everything. My arm, I injured my arm. That's why I said ow. Both my arms are bad, actually. But I'm just trying to explain that to a lot of y'all since y'all don't know what that means, obviously, in Texas. So that means please stop hoarding, okay? Because other people need stuff too. You're not the only person that needs to wipe your ass or your twat, okay? And like people like myself, I do have to use diaper wipes, and I'm not going to explain because I'm just going to say I had a surgery where I have to use aloe vera wipes. But that doesn't mean go buy 50, 60 things of it and take it away from babies. I, for one, do use it. I have to use it, or I have serious issues to where I might have to go to the hospital. But y'all don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all need to quit. And y'all don't have to sit there and get 4 to 5 to 18 things of toilet paper. So please think of other people when y'all are shopping. Stuff will get through. Stuff will get here. And just like my husband.
You know, like when you're down to like maybe 4 rolls, order them. It might take time to get there.
My husband and other truck drivers, they make sure stuff gets there. My husband does delivery. They do toilet paper, good food, all that other stuff. They deliver everything to the stores and they will make sure it gets there. But when y'all people empty it like that, it makes it hard for them to stock it up because as soon as they get it stocked, guess what? Other people have to go in there and get it all because they're afraid nothing's going to be there because of the way y'all are acting. So y'all need to behave yourselves with that kind of crap because it makes it harder for other people to get stuff. So please act responsibly when y'all are sitting here doing this kind of crap. Please act responsibly when you're shopping. Don't act like a little kid trying to shop in a candy store, okay? Thank you. God bless. And if y'all like my video, please give it a like. Share it if you think other Texans would enjoy it. Don't make fun of the video. If you guys want masks, like I said, and you're cheap ass, leave a comment down below. I will add you on Facebook and I will send you a damn mask, okay? Bye, guys.